Hello there, and welcome to another session of Electronic Assisted Astronomy with an 8-inch Cassegrain telescope. My name's Pete. It is the 20th of January 2025, so this is the first observing session with a video. I've been doing a few other observing sessions actually up to now. It's been all right. So the temperature outside, let's have a little check on the outside temperature, 3.9 degrees Celsius. There we go. We've not aligned yet, so I threw the telescope out on the decking and I've sent it towards Deneb. And as you see, we're not there. So let's go into SharpCap and we'll connect up the telescope. And let's do a plate solve. And it's found. Ooh, and there's Deneb. So what we'll do is we'll just position it, not too far of course, center it up, always rather enjoyable. Close enough, isn't it? I would say it's close enough, and I'll press centered, and we're going to choose another one. Actually, let's connect my little helper tool up. Yes, it would be best if you're going to start up the little tool, have the ASCOM remote server going. There we go. Let's try again. Once more with feeling.
Telescope connected.
Excellent. And I believe we were over with Deneb. So this is the QT6 build of Stellarium, which doesn't support ASCOM anymore. They had a few problems with ASCOM, and so they don't support it. So I do all the control from here and then tell Stellarium where the telescope is through the magical remote control interface that they have, and a little bit of their scripting. Well, there goes a plane over Deneb. So we're centered on Deneb. Let's go for somewhere like Markab or Sheet or something like that. Let's have another look back. I think we'll go for, and off we go again. And what I'll do is, because I've clicked, I will get that up again in the center. So I most probably do 2 or 3 on one side and on the western side and 2 on the east. That's not too bad, is it? Not quite. I want it. So I've just got some handy buttons that I've noticed the way my telescope performs. It has a little bit of a backlash issue, but it does the backlash differently east and west of the meridian. It's a fork-mounted telescope. I'm not quite sure why that would be, but just by a little bit of a magical command sent via ASCOM, I can kind of get it where I want to get it. So there we go. So we've got 2. I'm thinking of, we're miles away, aren't we? Hamel? Yeah. Let's go to Hamel. So, yes, it's one of the suggestions, in fact. So let's shoot off over to Hamel, and here we go. Yeah, it just sends the commands as a series. It just sends a series of, says, plot a point here, plot a point here, or in this case, this funny symbol. And it puts a delay of when the symbol should be removed, and that leaves that little trail so you can see where the telescope actually came from. So we're not quite on, but we're close enough for our purposes. So we'll go down and then we'll come back up again. In our case, we're always trying to approach from the lower left quadrant. Oh, went too far, but I don't care. Centered. It's suggesting Taurus. Let's just have a quick look. Taurus is on the other side. So Aldebaran in Taurus. Yes, I think that's a good shout by. Oh, hold on, is it suggesting Mars? Oh, Jupiter, sorry, yes. No, I'm going to go to a star. I don't know why, I just prefer stars. Especially Jupiter, it's like big. I think we're running about F6.2, 6.1. We've got a Player 1 Aries C Pro camera attached. There it is. So this is where I'm going to do my stabilize again. Excellent. And I'm going to come down a bit more, down a bit more. And you may be saying, well, hold on, you're not going from bottom left quadrant, you're going from top left quadrant now. Yes, because I've crossed over the meridian. If I do that, it starts to go, the object starts to go up in the field of view, which means the telescope's going down. So I think it is backlash, but whatever I do, if I adjust one, I can't adjust the other. So not in CPWI anyway. So that's centered. Should we do one more? Let's just have a quick peep of what we've got. Make that a bit bigger, because that's. Oh, where should we go? Oh, Bellatrix. Yes, let's go there. What do they suggest? Oh, it's just over there. Now I'm going to go here. There we go. Off we go again. Down to Bellatrix. Did I say Bellatrix? Sorry, Bellatrix. Excellent. I'm going to do my little stabilize trick. It's called stabilize. It just drifts upwards. So I do a little bit of a. Oh, that's gone slightly the wrong way, but never mind. Oh, a bit too much again. I'm getting over excited with my alignment, but I'm not too worried. That's fine, we're centered. We're going to finish and exit, so that's us done. Then what we'll do is we'll bring up AstroPlanner and we'll pin it, and then we'll bring up Stellarium, and then we're going to bring up the sky. Oh, we're going to in the sky as well. There we go. And if I switch back to Stellarium, I can move that up. Should have done this all before, shouldn't I? I should really get my fancy zone set up, but I haven't. So we're on Bellatrix. So let's to pause constellation apparently. We're going to go down here maybe to the Orion Nebula. Let's think. Where's a good set of stars? Actually, let's do that. So what I'm going to do, if I've selected that in Stellarium, I bring up my planetarium probe. Really? Oh, a planetarium program. I was clicking the wrong button. Let's add NGC662 in, and we'll do that just by going to Tools and saying Add to AstroPlanner. And there it is, NGC1662. Observed it already. Let's target it and let's move the telescope to it. And the reason we're going to go there, as you see, we've still got that little bit of a problem where it's drifting upwards. So we're just going to do this. It takes us up and it takes us down. And that stabilizes it. There we go, we're stabilized. And what we're going to do is we're going to move out positive 20, and let's just keep on. This is the, with backlash compensation, I'm going to do positive 20 again. Seems okay. Well, that might be too much. Negative 10. And then we'll do an auto focus, a multi-star, FWHM. What have we got? 10, that might be too much. Oh no, right. Excellent. Right, let's start the scan. Oh no, let's not. Let's stop the scan. Go back to where we were. You can see the backlash in operation there. Let's reset that. Exposure is slightly too short. We're going to go for 1 second exposures. We don't want to be too excessive. I'm going to press the negative focus scan for me. You may prefer positive. I don't see a difference. So maybe I live in a gravity-free zone. And there we go. You've got to love this kind of auto-focusing. I'd like to say Robin's a software god, wouldn't you? Really? How easy it is. But you can see that it's going to find a nice little parabola in there now, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, don't let me down. Oh. Always so happy when it does that. And it does it all the time. It's got better and better, this autofocusing. Malarkey. What have we got then? The best is 5.5. We're at an altitude of 47 degrees. Not the best. But I did throw the scope outside about 20 minutes ago, so we most probably have to do this again a few times. But let's say we're focused. But while we're here, let's just observe NGC 1662. Right. So we're doing a 5-second exposure with this. And the first thing I always do is click on the horizontal axis to zoom it. It's in logarithmic mode already. And let's just adjust those colors. Oh, perfect. And we can just use the auto stretch, first of all, just to give us a nice little... oh, we're too high because, yeah, not bad though, 465. Let's move up a little bit to 5. Do we want to go higher than 5? Oh, there we go. So 3 stack, 4 rejected because my FWHM filter was too low. Excuse me, I've got my brightness filter set. And on guiding, I've got automatically dithering every 6 frames, which is using the inbuilt dithering. Histogram, excellent. Oh, enhancements I was going to look at. Oh, I've got bilateral, and I've got the unsharp mask on right now. Let's do another color correction, make sure we're there. Perfect. Let's do another auto stretch. Oh, there we go. We're using stretch mode 2. So what have we got here? We've got open star cluster. It says strong central concentration. Oh, I don't even see that yet. Let's stretch it up a bit. Now we can see the noise. That's good. Color's up quite high as well, I've noticed. We've got magnitude 6.4, medium brightness. It's a poor cluster with less than 50 stars. All sounds good. Let's look at it in Stellarium. So with Stellarium, we've got the HIP server. In fact, we've got the PANSTARRS HIP survey on here. I've got some artifacts from it we can see around the screen. This is what we're seeing here. Again, yes, it's not very cluster-like. Well, it's a cluster, but it's not very impressive, is it? Just a few little bright stars intermixed. Some various brightness stars here. We can also bring up the sky. So here's the sky, and let's sync. Well, first of all, let's see where it is in the sky. If we just sync it, then we know we're over here. And let's sync back in and see what it sees. Ah, this. So this is the ASCOM, is it the Omni simulator, telescope simulator? And it is used to, well, not telescope simulator, it's the rotator simulator. And I'm using that to do the ALTAS camera field of view, because as far as I know, the sky still doesn't support ALTAS field of view, so I do it myself with a little help from my friends at ASCOM. So that's what that popped up doing. So this is what it looks like in the sky, and this is what it looks like in Stellarium. The difference here, obviously, is we've got the actual survey, the photographic survey, which is really actually quite helpful. However, the sky has, in this particular case, has the full Gaia catalogue behind it. So as I zoom in, you'll see that there are, I assure you that's a Gaia star. That's an 18.32 magnitude Gaia star right there. But still, I would say, oh, do you see how the field of view is now rotating? So I thought this was meant to do it automatically, but if I press this button, it should just jink back to where it should be, pointing directly up at the zenith rather than at the celestial North Pole. So let's go back to Stellarium, and I do like the HIP survey and the DSS. It's in fact, if we take off HIP, that's what it looks like normally. That's what it looks like in the sky. Back to Stellarium, let's put on the Deep Sky Survey. That's what it looks like then. Quite pretty. Look at the sky again. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? And let's look at PANSTARRS. PANSTARRS seems to pick up a lot more fainter objects, which when you're doing live stacking is really good, because it means it matches more the screen. Though not tonight, because we're not really... I don't think it's really good out there, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. It's early days, so I do it. I think the blue's a bit high. Let's move the blue down. It could be a bit high because we're using a synthetic blue channel. We're using Deep Sky 1, which is blue, which is the green plus the green-blue clip, I think that is. But anyway, I prefer it. Some people don't, and that's fine. There you go. Color's quite high. See if there's any color differences, but even in this picture, I don't see any color differences. So maybe that one's slightly off, which it does look slightly off white compared to the whiter or bluer ones in this case, maybe. Go back to hips. Oh, actually, while we're here, just hanging around, let's bring up a blast from the past. But still functional, still works quite happily. 3 minutes 50 so far. Really do a little bit of a stretch. Let's stretch it out a bit more. So we've got darks and flats being used. Oh, is it not going to do it for me? Oh, great. Oh, maybe I can actually. I can click on there, can't I? Is that going to do it for me? Oh, no, because it's not. That's the sky. Oh, where's Starry Night gone? There it is. There you go. Let's bring up the sky again. There's the sky. Bring up Stellarium again. There's Stellarium. So now we're looking at Stellarium. That's where the telescope's pointing. Let's look at Starry Night 8 and let's see what it can offer. So it's labeled the Tycho stars. Stellarium, this version, this is 25 plus, so this is a beta before the 25.0 version comes out. They've got, if I get rid of that now, they're using Gaia as their star catalogue. There's some Gaia stars, and you can just click on them, and you can go quite deep. I'm pretty sure it's not. Ooh, I can't really select that one for some reason. So let's come out again. You find sometimes there is a selection issue. Oh, there it is. A magnitude 17.56 Gaia star. So that's pretty neat in Stellarium now. That's in the beta. I think it's been in the last 2 betas that you can. They use Gaia now as in their star catalogue, which is really good. Let's go back to here. So you can see here they've labelled it. It's not quite as impressive. Now this is just the pro version of. Oh, actually, I want to go to my favourites, and I'll go to home first. And then I'll have to sync again because I have a default view for home. I do like the favourites in Starry Night. That's really quite neat. I can just go out there and click, and away you go. I mean, things like being able to go, well, okay, let's go and see a comet then. So I just go out into the solar system view, and there's Su Shan over there, and at this they got a C22E2. Where's the new one near the? I suppose it's near the sun, isn't it? So we could zoom in. There it is. Atlas C2024G3. There it is there, and then I can just go back to my home, and I'll just use my little app. And again, there's a little control. Well, I had to write a little DLL for that one, so that I could actually communicate with it remotely. But that's what you see in Starry Night Pro. Now, if I have Plus, I believe it does a similar thing to Stellarium, that it overlays or underlays maybe an image from a deep sky survey like DSS, for example, or other surveys, I believe. But even though I got this really cheap, I think it was like £50 or something on one of their special offers, you couldn't justify going for a little bit higher. I think it was like 120 with their special offer, and 200 and something if it wasn't on special offer, just to have the pictures. It does a few more things other than that. I think you get maximum DL as well with it. But this is what I got. So I haven't got a pretty picture with it. Let's just compare that to the sky. There's the sky. Oh, look at my little field of view things. My little app is obviously not doing it automatically, which it should be. TS field of view. I'll tick it on and off. Obviously very poor programming, but I can just do it myself. There you go. So yeah, the sky, Starry Night, Stellarium, and Stellarium with some nice pictures behind it. And we've been going 6 minutes 55 seconds, so I think it is time. We happy with that? Yeah, we're going to press observe. Oh, I didn't mean to press observe. I meant to press log. Oh no. Oh no. Disaster. I'll speed through this, I think, because utter disaster. I pressed observe by mistake. Getting all click happy. Nothing else. We can just do a little check. Hold on, AstroPlanner, custom, 0.4 degrees, everything. We can do a search. So what this is doing, it's doing a search in this case of the AstroPlanner catalogues. And the AstroPlanner has a full hyperleader catalogue here, the full 5.3 million galaxy goodness, though not all of them are galaxies. Some are quasars, some are stars, some are planetary nebulas, and so on. And here they all are here, and I can, so the faintest one I've got here is 1893. That's because my option, I believe, was set to magnitude 19, it was. And then if we just go the other way, we've got galaxies with nothing, and then we've got the open cluster, which is known as loads of different designations, and we've got double stars and so on in it as well. Don't fit it by type. I don't think we've got any quasars or anything. Have we got anything? No. Nothing that interesting in it. There is a, so what is the brightest galaxy in this field of view is 17.64. I just plot that. Oh, it's outside of the field of view slightly. Next one's 18.2. Oh, that's inside, that's here. That might be visible. So that is this 2-mass galaxy here. Right, so if I close that and I do Alt D over here, what it does is it takes that kind of list of objects and it, yeah, I can see it. 079, yeah, so there it is. There's a faint, let's zoom in. There's a faint granularity right there. And that is an 18.2 magnitude galaxy, I would suggest. Maybe even there as well, actually. And as you see, it's got the stars listed as well. Some of the catalogues are slightly off. So these double star ones are 8.55. Yeah, there's no 8.5 there. But there is an 8.7 over there. So I think this TDSC, interesting. I don't know what the TDSC, I don't know where that TDSC came from. Yeah, but that galaxy is very obvious at 18.2. And that's the 2-mass X. I'm not going to the details of it. So that's pretty good. I'll get the field of view up again. What was it? It was 18.2. Haven't got any distance. I want to see where this TDSS came from. Oh, here they are. Oh, they're Tycho double stars. Wow. 9.62, 9.58, 10.3, and 8.55. I wonder if that's going to be over there. I just do find that sometimes some of the catalogues in AstroPlanner are out. Now, I'm not saying that's AstroPlanner, and I'm not saying it's the catalogue, but it's one of the two. When I say it's AstroPlanner, what I mean is when the catalogue was taken and made into an AstroPlanner catalogue, whether an error occurred there or whether the error, which is actually, I think, the most likely way, is in the catalogue, unless we have some kind of epoch problem going on that this was 1950, and but I can check that. Now I know what it is. So if I go to catalogues in AstroPlanner, here it is. We were looking for the Tycho double star. I take it under T, Tycho double star catalogue. Here we go. It was 2004. No, it can't be. So, oh, well, 2002 is the paper. Discovery of 13,251 visual doubles. Seems a bit modern, so something's gone awry, I would suggest, with that. But we won't bother ourselves about that right now. And that's, I mean, that's great, because now we can plot those things within Stellarium. And because it puts it on the board, we can also now see where we're observing in here as well. What I'm going to do is, when I bring up the here, NGC 1662, I have a tool that allows me just to take a picture.
Attachment added.
Takes a screenshot of just this half of the screen and adds it into here. And if I go into observations and the attachments, you'll C. And that just allows me to grab quite easily anything that's going on here. So I can just record things like this, which is the deep sky annotation that Robin does, which is excellent. And also all the settings of Robin's tool, SharpCap, which is also super duper excellent as well, which is nice to have. Let's get rid of that second. How long are we going? 4 minutes 35. We've left the stretch exactly as it was a minute ago. So now, rather than pressing observe, if I just press log, I'm hoping.
Observation NGC 1662 created.
Good. The only thing is I've done 2. You see now I have 2. So what I can do is if I select, oh no, so we go to the observation database. Here's today. As you see, I've got 2. Well, first of all, I want to merge those. I'll just do that. And there we go, hopefully. Or unless I've got 2 sessions as well because I did something silly. No, I didn't. So there you go. So I've merged those 2 observations together. And as you see, they've merged here and so have their images. AstroPlanner is an extremely powerful tool. I might have said it before, but it really is. Okay, so we've kind of got ourselves good. So let's look at the planetarium again. Or let's clear all our search results off. And let's come out a bit, because what I was going to get down to, obviously, we are above the MS2 line right now. We're going to go to M42. PANSTARRS doesn't show M42 very good, so very well. So there's the picture built into Stellarium, and there it is in DSS. Much nicer in DSS. Bit of a cut-off here, but there you go. Let's just, before we do that, let's add in M42. Could have taken it from the thing, but it's easier just to whack it in there, M42. Let's target M42, yeah, and let's slew on down to the Great Orion Nebula. And while we're at it, so this is what it looks like in Stellarium. Let's, in fact, if I just sync it, there it is, M42. Let's look at it in Starry Night 8. Whoa, they've got a nice picture. Let's come out a little bit so we can appreciate it. Their picture, actually, because it's a picture, is quite nice. Let's look at the sky, and let's sync on the sky. Not the best picture in the world. I mean, you do have the ability in these programs to replace these images, especially in Starry Night and in the sky. I don't think that's the best one. I'm kind of thinking Starry Night 8 I quite like, because I think that's a DSS image because it looks very similar. Oh no, maybe not. Oh no, it does look very similar to that. Yes. It's a Starry Night 8 image. Oh, look at that little, but you see where we've got in Stellarium, this covers the entire area of the sky. Look at that little finger of nebulosity right here. Let me get it in for you. Look at that. Isn't that brilliant? Let's just sync that planetarium back. Okay. I don't think we're particularly in focus here, do you? I'm not sure. I'm going to just throw caution to the wind and observe. Whoa, there's the Orion Nebula. We're blowing out the core. It's fantastic. What happens if I do a stretch of 1? Too early. Hey, now we're not blowing out the core. Let me bring a stretch of 1 onto it. Oh, now we can get rid of all that nebulosity. Maybe a stretch of 3. Oh, nice. Look at that, stretch of 4. You see, that stretch mode is really nice. Admittedly, I'm not really... Oh, let's just do a color balance. Let's do an auto again. Should we stretch it? Surely the whole point of live stacking is we're going to have stretch this sucker. And let's auto it to fit to width. get a bigger picture. It looks just like this picture here, doesn't it? I love these dust clouds showing here, these little wisps of just dust and gas illuminated by these bright stars. Fantastic. What do we say the sky looked like? Oh, this one. I think Starry Night 8's, I think Starry Night 8's got the Starry Night. Yeah, Starry Night Pro 8.1 has definitely got the edge. I do like that image. Though, for the image that's built in, but for the survey, yay. That's really good. Of course, we've got M43 here, isn't it, as well? Oh, that's M43, sorry. M42 and M43, yes, of course. So I could, right. So if I go to here, I can do a new object, and I can say M43, because that's what I'm looking at. And I can go Control, and I can say Associate Selected Object. There we are. And we have an associated object. Now it says I've never observed M43, but of course I have. It's right there. It's right there. It's right here. And what's this up here? This is NGC 1977. Oh no, we're down here, aren't we? It's here. Sorry, my mistake. It's there. This is M43, of course, because that's our field of view. M43 is here. M42 is here. I don't know why I was wittering on otherwise. Having loads of brightness issues. What's going on? Oh no, I was out of focus. Look at that. Let's move that up a bit further. I bet you all saw that. Just let me get on with it. Because I was wittering on, looking at the beauty of different pictures in different tools. Now these tools all have, you know, they have their pros and they have their cons. I mean, to be fair, my favorite is Stellarium as the all-rounder. It's not only good, and it's getting better and better all the time because it's constantly developed, which would be a criticism of Starry Night, which isn't constantly developed. In fact, it hasn't been updated since 2020, is it? Somewhere around there. And then you've got the Sky, and that was the last time that was updated, I believe, was it January, February? It was somewhere last year, early last year. Let's get the little. So that's, I don't think that's constantly updating, but Stellarium is constantly updating, and it's got some great features. It's very fast in terms of moving things around the screen and things like that. It's very pretty, and it's quite functional. And of course, it does have this ability for me to program it just in the same way I would. Oh my Lord! Now this is because of all the double stars. This is from the Washington. It's drifting out for a second. I'll get it back in a minute. Oh, we've got some HH objects. But all the Washington star stuff's in there. Tell you what to do. I wonder why it's decided to go AWOL on there. Let's put in, is it just Nebula, do you think? Let's clear that and do a field of view search. What have we got then? Wow. We've got these, I can't remember what they were, these HH objects. Are these kind of dark knots? Let's. Oh no. What's happened? Nothing's happened. What's going on? It looks like an error code that may have been caused by one of your SharpCap Python. The error was a sequence contains no elements. Well, I'm not running one of my scripts. Well, I am running my scripts, but not to do this. Oh, I don't know what that's all about then. Let's hope that clears up. Sounds a bit nasty. Anyway, okay, so there's quite a few objects in there as well. Wow, this is good, isn't it? A bit of live observing. 2 minutes 30. I don't think we're particularly well focused, but we can still see the trapezium in here. In fact, I can see is that more than one star there? Let's can I turn off pictures somehow? You can turn it off here, but I think it's a setting in the profile to turn off the pictures. It's a bit too bright for me to go in and do it. Let's have a look. If I go to the sky, can I turn off pictures? Non-stellar options. Photos show a small digitized NGC. No. It must be for messier pictures. Is that in the catalogue? Oh, trying to remember where everything is. Non-stellar objects. Photo databases. Messier overlays. Yay. So if we close that and zoom in a bit and look on my picture, and we'll zoom into well, that's as best as we can get, 100%. So we've got, I can see that's slightly elongated, that one there. Let's go digital. It's a bit bright and a bit of a mess, isn't it? Let's two's best. There's a little thing peeking out there. That must be that one. And then there's these three here. There is something right there in the middle. There's 1, 2, 3, and I think there's one there. There's a little one maybe. And there's definitely, this is elongated, this star. It's not bad at f6. Go out. There we go. Let's stretch. Let's go mad. Let's get that outer. Oh, look at that. That's oh, wow. There we go. The Orion Nebula in all of its glory, and we've just blown out everything and you can think of there by stretching. And in fact, we'll bring the darks in, the black in a bit as well. Oh, I should really use I'll use the keyboard on them. So I'll click and use the keyboard to bring it in. And I suspect we can stretch a bit more. Wow. Let's get that width going. There we go. It's like all these billowing clouds up here. Look at that. The colors. Right, let's go back into the catalog manager or database manager and turn back on the Messier overlays. Turn it back on. Oh, there it is. Takes a bit of time. There we go. There's my Messier overlay for that. So we're at 5 minutes. 5 minutes is good. Let's not press observe this time. Let's press log, and hopefully it'll work. Oh, and now it's our associated object. You betcha.
Observations for 2 objects logged.
Perfection. M42 and M43. And for some reason it's given us 2 again, which means there's a bug in the program. Oh, but never mind. We don't care. There we go. That is my 5-minute snapshot of funny, I don't know why it did that. So there you go. Do we dare dream? What are we in? Oh, we're in the sky, aren't we? But no, let me get Stellarium, because that's what I was after. Shall we? IC434. Let's do it. Let's bring up IC434. It's in 6 catalogues. I want to see them all, actually. Oh, hello. Cedar board. I see. Yes, let's get that one. I'll add that one in. Add in selected one. We've seen it once. Oh, most probably we've done it as the Horsehead Nebula or something. Let's log plus. Let's say no.
Observation M42 appended.
That's good. I think that just adds on another, there we go, 77 image in there. Let's go to, sorry, I don't know if I targeted it now. No, I've changed it, haven't I? There we go. Let's target the Horsehead Nebula. Slightly different beast. We also have a very large star right next to us, which isn't the best. Can't see a thing. Sorry, it's a dark nebula, of course. So we are here, apparently. That's not quite where we wanted to be, was it? Because, oh, it is. Sorry, it's exactly where we want to be. Let's change this to, do we risk it? I think this is a 16-second exposure. And I don't think I waited for anything to stabilize there, but we don't care because we're doing live stacking. So we're just, you know, keep the faith, keep the bad company. It's there, right in the middle, I can see it. Look at these halos caused by internal reflections. And look, we're moving, so I'm going to clear that. It's still moving. I'm going to clear that. Should have stabilized it when as I did before, and I haven't, so it's a problemo. No, it's better. Still moving, but we're going to go with that. Right, so let's move that up a little bit higher. Let's bring the stretch mode. Let's do the colors. Let's auto stretch it, and that really gets rid of everything that we were trying to see. And as you see, there's a slight improvement here. If I do stretch modes, was this going to help? I don't think it's going to help you. I can just about see it. Maybe you can. This dark shape here. And so we have a star diagonal, and well, I say we have, and we also have a filter. We've got a UVIR filter on here as well. But to be fair, the UVIR filter isn't the problem, I don't think. It's the star diagonal. I think I'm getting internal reflections between the focal reducer, the star diagonal, and the camera. Yeah, that's what I think anyway. Well, I know, but we go up to 7 because I'm not that interested in. I just want to get more of this out. So we can see this kind of reddy glow, which is the nebula here. I'll take DSS off. So now you can see the reddy glow. This is in Stellarium. This is its default image of Horsehead Nebula, IC434. Well, sorry, this is IC434, the red nebula. The Horsehead Nebula, I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure someone else knows. Let's sync the planetarium. Does it say IC4? Oh, so it says IC434. It doesn't tell me anything about. Oh, hold on. I go back here. B33, Bernard 33, of course. Of course, Stellarium knows everything. And here it is in Starry Night. And here it is in the sky. Oh, let's go for the image of you. No. I think the reason the sky is not showing me that is I suspect I haven't got dark nebula on. The sources. Not nebulas. I have got dark nebulas on. Oh, I don't understand. Oh well, I don't understand, and I'm not going to really look into it. I'm going to go back to Stellarium's view, but I think let's look at HIP's view. Ooh, and let's look at the DSS view with the nice jaggedy. It's starting to come out now. Let's stretch a bit more. Look at that. It's coming out. Play. Wow. Let's see if we can make it a little bit. We are really stretching it. Now, tonight there's a problem because I think there's clouds. So I have no idea if we're now shooting through high clouds or not. We could well be shooting through high clouds, but there it is. This is the Horsehead Nebula. And I must admit, I've seen it better. So I have a feeling we are not shooting in the best conditions, but there it is. That's after 3 minutes and 28 seconds. So we'll see if the noise comes down a bit more. On the enhancements, we get rid of the unsharp mask. Does that help? Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Oh, hold on. Let's use the old Viner deconvolution and see if that does anything. Oh, off. Viner. Off. I'm going to leave it there for a second. We've got this lovely red glow from the nebula, IC434, and we've got Barnard 33 just here. Because we've zoomed in a bit. Oh, there's another nebula. This is NGC 2023 over here. NGC 2023. Any information? Very bright. Yes, we know that. Not much information on it. Let's go to here. And with here we do a kind of a, oh, it's got the dark ones. Let's select, is it 2023, was it? Yes. And if I do a Control I for information, it gives me some good stuff, but nothing of any, or whatever. Oh, this is just a general thing about emission nebulas. Position in the sky, other data, 10 arc minutes in size, apparently. I wonder if AP knew that. It says it's 60 minutes. Well, that's good. Good to know. That's what it looks like in Starry Night. See, that's not too bad a picture. I mean, I like the pictures in Starry Night. I think they're good. And in the sky, not so good. And Stellarium, well, you'd admit that the Starry Night one looks good, but let's just take off the... No, you see, I think that's on a par with the sky. Yeah. And the Starry Night wins the day for nicest picture, but we can improve on our pictures a bit. So there we go. The whole thing. So we've gone for 5 minutes and 52 seconds, and we do have a horse's head, and we do have a nebula. And we have two nebulas, in fact, in this picture. We do a field of view search. Again, we've got some objects. Let's do an out D and do a paste custom. And it really hates me. Okay, I'm going to have to look into that. But never mind. It hates me tonight. That's no problem. There's all different designations. There's an object over there. That one. Intriguing. I go any further up to get that nebula in a bit more? Oh, I've got the stuff then coming across, haven't I? There you go. Well, the horse's head. I'm just going to log it.
Observation IC434 created.
Oh, that's brilliant. I'm in Stellarium, aren't I? Yeah. Right. We go for it. So what's this one here? This is NGC. Not too many stars. Let's see what it is. Sorry, let me take NGC 2024. This bit here. We need to go in here, don't we? Let's do that. So let's do a new object. NGC 2024. Flame Nebula, of course. Let's target it. And let's go to it. Get rid of that search stuff. Here we come. Right star off to one side. Let's stabilize it this time. See how we were moving there? It does it like that, but anyway. Now the star's right on the edge. Okay, let's observe. So the Flame Nebula, we are now, yeah. So right here, apparently. Let's see what we get. Oh, we're moving. Oh, but there was the Flame Nebula, do you see it? Perfect. It's bright. It's big and bright. Better, but there you go, there's the flame. So let's do what we did before. Let's just adjust the colors up a little bit. Let's do a little initial auto stretch, and we can see it quite happily there. Let's get the stretch mode up a little bit. No, that's not helping yet. And one does help to bring out what's there. Very nice. I think we can just do another color stretch, another color equalization. Let's do an auto stretch again. Oh, So we have the Flame Nebula, MGC 2024, and then we have, is that Lynn's Bright Nebula, 953. But we seem to have these dark lanes. And we have an attack, a Lynn attack, just on the corner, keeping us honest. That's a very nice nebula, isn't it? And according to this, I have never observed this, never live stacked it. I find that hard to believe. I am pretty sure I have stacked this before, but there is a thing that I only really started, even though I've used AstroPlanner for a few years, some of the earlier ones, the earlier observations, I haven't put into AstroPlanner. So I am missing some of my entries from early on when I discovered the wonderful world of live stacking and just, went mad. That was with my Alta Astro 294C, which I still have. I have plans for my 294C, but the Aries, Player 1 Aries C Pro is excellent. Do you need a cool camera to do live stacking? No, you don't. I just really wanted to find out about cool cameras because I've never had one. So the Alta Astro 294C is a fan cooled camera, and that works pretty well, the fan, to keep it, a few degrees above ambient. And I have I don't know what they call it, radiator cooled, it's just cooled naturally through the body, and that's the ZWO ASI 523 mono camera, which is an excellent camera, and that's what I really liked about the 533. So I was going to buy a ZWO ASI 533 MC, which I thought they made once, but now they just do the Pro, don't they? So because of that, I thought, maybe I should buy a cool camera and have a little fun with it, because it is good, because I can easily make up darks with it and flats easily. Everything's a little bit easier, more expensive, but easier. And so I went with it. I'm glad I did. I think that, first of all, I like the 533 chip. It's much cleaner than the 294. And I just like the format. It seems to work well with my C8 or CPC-800. I think the art seconds per pixel is a little bit oversampled, but not, hugely. Not that I'd notice, if you see what I mean. Let's stretch it again. Whoa, stop it. SharpCap's just gone silly there. Oh, wow, let's just do that. Let's stretch it. Now let's bring out some noise. Let's go back to that stretch mode 1. That's better, right, isn't it? I'm going to keep it on 2 for a second. So that's 3 minutes and 12 seconds to get that so far. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, look how bright the star is, and it is bright. But luckily, because it's right on the edge of the field of view, it's not casting any of these reflections, internal reflections, which is great. It's got some Tycho stars. These 1, 2, and 3 is marked in Starry Night. Getting a lovely picture of it. So that's good. Let's look at the skies version of our... Oh, look, our field of view. This thing's got all funny. If we sync it there, it won't. Oh. Oh, no picture. I do believe I can... Is there a tool to bring down... Yeah, digitized sky survey. Let me overlay the photo. Oh, there it is. So I can bring a digitized sky survey down. When I do that, it switches out of the altazimuth mode into equatorial mode and goes dumph, to one side, which is, I think, is wrong. Why should it do that? But there you go. It does. It's only in lovely black and white, which I don't mind black and white because I just loved my 523 mono camera when I started seeing objects. mainly because it's like 3 or 4 times faster to capture objects. It's really good, especially if you go for faint ones. It's much better than the color camera. But the color camera gives you color like this, which is great. Yeah, there you go. So that's the sky. What we're doing, oh, that's Starry Night. Yeah, nice. And that's Stellarium. What does Stellarium DSS give you? Oh, that's more like Starry Night, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like Starry Night took DSS images and cleaned them up a bit. Give this view. We're at 5 minutes 20. Let's remove the photo from the sky. Flame Nebula. That is pretty. Very pretty. Yeah. I really want to stay a little bit longer on here. I think this is quite good. I think what I'll do is I'll stay here for a second and then I will skip you forward because we don't want to spend too long on all of this.
Observation NGC 2024 created.
Excellent. Right. Let's come out here from Orion. I was thinking, let's go to M35. New object. M35. Never called the shoe buckle cluster. Stellarium has some weird and wonderful names for some things. Let's head off to an open cluster. There it is. Oh, let's sync it. Come in. Oh, there's M35. But there's a nicer cluster actually. NGC 2158 off to one side. If I select NGC 2518, I go to Tools. I think I can just add that in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to target that instead. And there we go. Okay, let's go on to telescope. Let's stabilize. That view. I'm going to come down a bit more. Across a bit more. I think we're going to do a 10-second or so observation. Oh, I'll tell you what we should have done. We should have done another. Shall we? Yeah. Let's go to fine mode. Let's put it into 1 second. And let's go to a automatic refocus. So this remembers the last focus parameters that we used and uses those. So it doesn't show any graph though, I've noticed. Yeah, it's nice if it showed the actual graph as it went along, but it doesn't. I don't know why. So there we go. It's getting more and more into focus as we go. Oh, getting better and better. Now we're not better. We're coming out of focus. We're coming out the other side of the parabola. A lot worse now. And it's, what's it expecting? Oh, I can't see what it tells me. Perfect. Right, let's observe with 10 second. Wow, okay. Let's get the stretch mode back up to 2. Let's sort the colors out and let's do an auto stretch. Now you see that is a nice, and M45 is a lovely cluster. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a lovely cluster. But I just like NGC2158. Just a nice condensed, as it says here, a rich cluster with more than 100 stars. See what Starry Night makes of it. No picture. So just a lot of stars in there. Let's look at the sky. As we drill down, we've got some Gaia stars here, I take it. So look. Yay, Gaia, magnitude 18.3. So I take it this is just cluster, as you see, is just made up of the Gaia catalogue here. And M35 over here has got a picture, but NGC2158 apparently doesn't. I turned those pictures off because I thought they did. And what we're going to do as well as the enhancement is we're going to do that to make it a little bit sharper. Brightness looks good. FWHM is much lower because we've just focused, so let's take it down so we don't get too many. Now the blue's a bit too much, but there are some stars in there that are orange as well. That's the DSS image. Let's code for the PANSTARRS. That's the PANSTARRS image. Let's get the blue under control. And let's stretch the image to show the multitudes of stars that are there. Let's zoom in a little bit. And we can see all these little stars. In fact, now if I use my stretch mode 1, there we go. Still a bit blue, aren't we? Going green now, though. So we go 1, 2, back up, 3. I suspect what we could do is just bring the color down slightly. Definitely got different colored stars there. Back out, let's fit to width. So what are these? These are, so it says 2 seconds because it's dithering. 10 seconds, isn't it? We said, there we go. 10-second exposure. We've done 3 minutes. 10-second exposures. on NGC 2158, which is right next to M35. Which is right here. Back to the takeoff hips. From DSS, that's much better. Pleiades or M1? Anyone fancy a bit of M1? I'm thinking M1. Four minutes. Let's see if we can. It's quite dark, but let's. Blue still. We don't want to do that. Need to bring up the red. Too much, maybe. Okay, let's log it.
Observation NGC 2158 created.
Let's have a little mosey on over to the Crab Nebula. It's not very far, you see. We'll just drop down onto the M1, supernova remnant. There we go. I can see it right here. It's right there. We will stabilize, so I don't know why I call it stabilized. But I suppose it stabilizes the view, but it really just gets the backlash out of the system. Okay, so we're not, I can see it on the screen. You might be able to see it on the screen. I'm going to move down. I'm going to move across. We'll go for a 16-second exposure, I think. Yeah. Let's see what we've got. There we go. That's what we're after. Let's observe. Good. Let's see if we were still moving. I think we were still moving again. This is a 15-year-old telescope. Oh, no, we weren't. And there's M1. So we're going to go up to 2. I'm going to wait for the next one to come in. We're doing, 16 seconds, weren't we? So 5.61 isn't too bad at all. Look at that. 0.25. We were moving slightly. Can still some seasonal tails. These elongated stars here. Oh, I might need to leave that. I might need to put FWHM filter up a little bit. The brightness saying, well, there's a dip then. Let's see what happens. Nope. Yeah, there's a little dip in brightness. Don't know why. Bit of seeing, maybe. Here we go. So let's go to width. Let's adjust the color again. Perfect. Let's do an auto stretch just to help us out. And there we go. So now let's do a little bit of a stretch. The blue is crazy. Let's put the color up. Blue is completely out of control. The red needs to come up. Maybe not that much. Close. No, in this picture we can already see. Oh, let's see. So this is the picture that comes as standard with Stellarium. All these tendrils. Let's switch to Starry Night. Nice, okay. Let's switch to the sky. Oh, that's a nice picture, isn't it? The sky. Stellarium, Starry Night. Oh, no, the sky. Sky wins it. Right, Stellarium. Let's put a DSS on. Ugh. Let's put PANSTARRS on. No. Sky wins it. There's the sky. Oh, it's a comet. There's a magnitude 14.53 comet. See 2017 K2 PANSTARRS. It's over here somewhere. Go back to Stellarium. And because does Stellarium show a comet? Oh, there it does. But it says it's outside my field of view. Starry Night, does that show a comet? Oh, it does. And it says it's outside my field of view as well. But the sky says it's in. Hold on. No, the sky says it's outside my field of view. It's right there. Sorry, it's because the title came in. So just outside this field of view, there's a comet, and it is 14.63. It's Earth distance of nearly 7 astronomical units. Let's go to Starry Night and select PANSTARRS. Description just tells me about comets, of course. Position in the sky, position in space. Yeah, 6.97 astronomical units. Any other data? Length of year. It's like 242,000 years. Oh, orbit size, 3,886 astronomical units. I wonder if that would ever come back. Right, once we've grabbed M1, we'll just shift a little bit, shall we, and take a look at PANSTARRS C 2017 K2. And that's what we do in live stacking. We're just going to move. You know, I just come across something and I go, well, that looks interesting. Let's go and take a look at it. There's no plan. Sometimes there's a plan. If I'm doing like the double star challenges on the Sky Searchers or Messier or Caldwell or things like that, then there could well be a plan, which obviously the plan is in AstroPlanner. But I did plan to do these objects earlier on, and now I'm not going to, I don't think. No, I'm not going to. Well, I might do later on, but let's get rid of them for now because I don't need them in there. Well, M52 is in Cassiopeia, isn't it? It's quite a nice cluster, actually, M52. We'll get rid of that. So these are just the ones I've observed. I didn't do M35, so let's get rid of M35 as well. And let's just save that one here. I just always create a new plan for the day I'm working, 20th of Jan, and then I have other plans which have, excuse me, which have maybe lists of objects that I'm interested in. Like when I was doing the double star, EAA double star challenge on the Sky Searchers, I had a list for the binocular list there to roll through. But getting back to M1, looking nice. Let's zoom in a little bit. Still a lot of noise. This is 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Let's use our magic stretch mode 1. There you go. Let's make it bigger. What are we at? Oh, 144%. Okay. We digital zoomed it. Let's come back out until we get 100. There we go. So that's 100. Now we are operating, I said, about f6.2, f6.1. Now I know the focal reducer on there is f6.3, but because I put the SV-Bony filter holder in there, the spaces I had and the alignment to get it all squared up, because I'm going through a star diagonal, meant that I couldn't get it closer. So I actually exceeded f6.3. And that has degraded the image around the edges slightly, but I don't care again, because I'm more interested in what's in the center of the image, which is this glorious supernova explosion, which we believed the sky had the best image of. When I say we, I voted for you. I think this is the best image. So the sky wins this one. Another program I've got here as well, or not that one we're talking about. This is running down on a mini computer. So SharpCap and CPWI, which is underneath all this lot, is running inside there we go, Odin is the name of the computer, and it's running a remote, Microsoft remote terminal server, sorry, shall I say. And it's an upgrade from my Lenovo i5 laptop, which was a Series 8 laptop. It's a Ryzen 9 something, 6000 something HX, and it is super fast, as you can tell by the stacking time and render times, especially when I'm doing my enhancements as well, and everything else that's going on here. My gradient removal, my sharps, my dark, my flats, my synthetic blue. Yeah, it's doing a lot. And it handles it easily because it's a very powerful little mini computer. It's a B-Link. And I was quite impressed with it, I must admit. It's a SER6, SCR6. So I think now I know the SR7 came out, and I suspect the SR8 will be out, if it isn't already now, because it came out in 2024. But I got a good deal on it. And so I'm using that now. One, it takes up a lot less room, and two, it is staggeringly more powerful. In fact, I'm sitting at my HP Omen desktop, which is also running a Ryzen, but an older Ryzen. And the Ryzen out on the little mini computer is faster than this one. The only difference is that I've got an RTX 4060 Ti in this one, and that is significantly faster than the inbuilt graphics of the Ryzen 9. But, you know, I was very pleased. I must admit, I thought it was super fast. What are we at? We're at 9 minutes. I think it's nice. I do like the Crab Nebula. I'm going to log that, by the way, just to...
Observation M1 created.
let's just check. That worked all right, didn't it? Yeah. Observations. Yeah. And I wrote it. Yes, I'm using CPC-800 or F6. Sorry, it's even less than I thought. It did push it a long way away. Field of view is 31.9 arc minutes square. I'm using SV-Bony's UV-IR cut filter as well, which is great. Okay, so this now, I think if I go to Stellarium and I've already selected that. I think if I go to Tools and say, add it to AstroPlanner, and the reason I'm doing that is that it's most probably more accurate in Stellarium than it is in AstroPlanner. Let's target it. No, we're not going to move very far. It says we're there. So we've got these stars here, and those are the same stars as there. So those stars there are the same stars as there. So we know that it points to it roughly. So it's roughly centered anyway. Where are we? Our azimuth is now 165. Are we moving up? Let's do a 10-second observation. So this is Comet 2017 K2 PANSTARRS. It's currently nearly 7 astronomical units away from the Earth. It should have a magnitude of 14.63 according to Stellarium and to the sky, and we were moving up. So let's clear that stack. I should have pressed my big stabilize button, and that's better. Oh, there is something over here. Oh, it's still, well, that is, yeah, M1. And let's just get the colors right. And let's get an auto stretch going. And we've got a satellite. So I can click on the untrack. Hey, unstack, sorry, not untrack. There is it again. Let's unstack it again. Oh, we're still moving up, by the way, but here it comes again. Yay, unstack it. I haven't got, I never do, but I haven't got my satellite removal trail put on. But it's fun. Now I can just click on unstack. I'm going to clear the stack actually and do it again. Now the only problem is I think, oh, there it is over there. I wonder which satellite that was. Hold on. I thought I put satellites on. Oh, it's not a satellite that we know of. Not in the sky quickly. Can I put satellites on the sky as well? Yeah. No satellites. Come out. Because it was heading this way, wasn't it? Nope. It's obviously some piece of debris or something that we haven't seen. Sorry, we're not here anymore, by the way. We're over here, aren't we? Oh, so let's go back to Stellarium. Here's my stars here. Here's my little white star here. Oh, there it is. Right there. Right. Let's do the colors again. Let's do another one of them. Let's really zap it up a bit. Comet's right there. Here it is. 14.63, eh? Oh, sorry, I say it's right there. Yeah, because here's my stars here. Those are stars that are actually pointing to it. And then there's a star off to the side. And that's that star and that star. 2 stars, and that's a double star. So that's it. Yeah, there we go. But I don't think, let's try, we'll try.
DSA completed.
Right, okay, well, let's, tools, let's do deep sky image and say paste custom object. Way! And it's off slightly. Do a nearby. And that's still off. Okay, so it's right there. I think it seems 14.63 to me. I've already selected on PANSTARRS, so 14.63. They're all consistent, but it's 14.63. It's 7 astronomical units, 6.97, and getting further and further away on its 3,886 astronomical unit orbit. It looks like it went around the sun in 2022, according to TheSky. I don't see any more information on it. We'll go back to Stellarium. I don't know if Stellarium's got anything. It's got a coma diameter of 646. This is all estimated. 646,000 kilometers and a tail length of 8.81 million. A core diameter of 10, but I think it mostly says 10 when it doesn't really know. A sidereal period of huge amounts. An orbital velocity of 15 kilometers a second. And the light time is 58 minutes. Let's zoom in a bit more because I don't think it's fairly obvious for you, but there it is. Right there. We bring down that. Maybe you can just see it a little bit more. And let's just bring up the mids. Let's bring down the color. I think that maybe shows it a bit more. Blue's too much, isn't it? There it is. Right there. And this is out somewhat. I need to look into this because that information came apparently according to this.
DSA on clipboard.
I don't think it did. I think this is the AstroPlanner's where it is. Let's clear the clipboard. So we're slightly out. And normally when we do this, when I get this stuff from JPL, it's dead on. So not quite sure about that. Let's, I'll tell you what I could do. Oh no, that came from, no, that didn't, sorry, that's complete rubbish. It's not from AstroPlanner. I got it from Stellarium, didn't I, the position, and I put it into AstroPlanner from here. So that's where Stellarium thinks it was. Stellarium believes that it's here when it's actually here. But for some reason, I don't think my DSA lookup's working properly. I'll have to check that. Oh, I think I can get it from the sky. Hold on. We've got that selected, so I think I can just get it from there and then do a
DSA on clipboard.
And then do an Alt D. And let's paste that in. Oh, no. Sky thinks it's over there. Something's going a bit wrong here. because it's right there. What I'll do is I'm going to delete that one. Otherwise it will be royally confused when I do that. So we're looking at it for 6 minutes. We're zoomed in at 426% there, by the way. So just to, let's come back out to 100%. And there it is right there. This little comet. And it looks like it's actually smearing as it goes. So it's actually moving. Let's log it.
Observation C/2017 K2. PANSTARRS. Created.
It's got an hourly motion of 17 arc minutes towards 284 degrees and an hourly motion in RA of 18 arc seconds. But there it is. We've seen a comet. Oh, there's some more satellites because we've got our satellites on now. Starlinks everywhere. Oh, OneWeb. Go UK. Go UK. Not chasing after the Starlinks. Rhodia. 437 is 14.73. 13.63. Proserpina is 1201. Sirona 11.8. Oh, Astrocast is coming right at it. Let's do an asteroid. So let's use our tools again and get an asteroid in. Sirona 116. Let's target. Let's confirm. Why are we moving so fast? Let's abort.
Slew aborted.
Where have we gone? Oh dear, we seem to have messed up here. Okay. I don't know what happened there. We seem to have gone off in a rather strange direction. Let's get AstroPlanner up. Let's connect to the telescope while we're here. Sirona's in Sagittarius. No, Sirona's not in Sagittarius. Oh, the coordinates are wrong. Okay. That's interesting. So when it came across, it didn't do it properly. But don't worry, we can go this way, and we'll go minor planet, and we'll go 116, wasn't it? We're after all asteroids. 116. Oh, actually, we go 116. Do a search. There it is. Add it in. Yeah, there it is. Let's get rid of that. Let's target it. Say yay. We've got stars. Let's just check what it's doing. Ah. Yep. We're getting there now. Little fella's getting there. There it is. I reckon it's that one right there, don't you? Let's, what are we on? We're at now 177. Shall we do a stabilize? Let's. I'm pretty sure we're going to come down a bit. Cross a bit. And I think that's Sirona. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do another automatic refocus. We're waiting for a couple more live views and then it will switch back out there. Right, okay, let's do a 5 second, or 6 second, no, 5 second thing, and let's observe. And while we're doing that, let's bring up a P and let's say tools.
DSA on clipboard.
And go Alt B and say paste. There it is. We're off slightly again. We're still off. But that's it. Sirona. Let's get the colours sorted, get that going. And there's our asteroid. So what is this? This was discovered in 1871, 8th of September 1871 by CHF Peters. It's got a diameter of, let's zoom in, there it is. It's got a diameter of 94.5 kilometers, and it's currently at a distance from us of 1.7 astronomical units, which means we've got a light time of 14 minutes. And there it is. Let's see what Starry Night makes of it. It knows all about it. And it's right in the center, so let's select Sirona. Let's take a look at what information it knows. It's a main belt Type 3b asteroid, though, a bit more information. It's got a mass there, which is great. Sorry about that. That's that. It says it's got a radius of 35.8 kilometers, which makes sense because the other one said 70 something kilometers, didn't it, in diameter. Other data, it's 2.7 astronomical units. It's got a length of year of 4.61. So main belt 3b asteroids are a group of outer main belt asteroids with orbits between 3.03 and 3.27 astronomical units. Inclination less than 30 degrees. Magnitude 1103. It's quite interesting, isn't it, all the different information we get from the different objects. Oh, this is actually showing the path of Sirona. Wow, these are all the other asteroids in the field of view. Dog wanted to come in. Hello, dog. Dog's a big dog. And he's very pleased to see me. I think he was a bit lonely. Were you in the kitchen on your own? Yeah, he's on the kitchen on his own. So let's take a look at this. So we've got quite a few here. There's actually another one right next to it. Over here somewhere, but I think that's very faint. Yes, it's magnitude 23. Oh, so there's Sirona. Oh, there's two Sironas. There's a 116. No. Oh, one's in a large database and one's in the small database, I bet you. Right, large database, small database, yay. So because the Sky has two databases for asteroids, there's obviously a slight difference between them. I'm wondering if I go to input and I go to small system bodies, if I say observable, it downloads the latest observable. No, there's a difference. Maybe the small database files don't get updated as quickly because the large database files I get directly from the Minor Planet Center. So that's most probably the discrepancy there between the two. Is there anything in here? That's 19.48. That's no way of seeing these. I think most of these are very faint asteroids. But look, another great thing of the sky, all 1.4 million in this case, are plotted. So this is the 24-hour path being shown by these arrows. I don't know if these are roughly similar. They might be very close together. Anyway, what are we on? 3 minutes 55. Let's log it because...
Observation 116. Sirona created.
Really? Oh, you did. There it is. So what we should do, if we do... Oh, I wonder if that explains... No, I don't think it does. I think what I'd do is I'll just do a...
Attachment added.
There you go. Go back to telescope. Let's go back to Stellarium. We'll come on out. We've still got quite a few satellites buzzing around here. There's an Iridium just shot through. Oh, we've got a satellite just about to... No, it's missed us. What about M36? Nice cluster. No. NGC 1931. Little Beatus. Oh, it's the Flame Nebula. Sorry, yeah. M38 that's big and bold, but maybe M36. There's another S in here, isn't there? Not going mad. Is it out here somewhere? Oh, hold on. M37. M37 looks nice. Let's bring up AstroPlanner. Let's do a new object, M37. And best. And sorry, the one thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to save a 16-bit stack. That generates a FITS file because I've got Tycho Tracker and I might well give that a go, see if it finds it. What were we going for? M37, a salt and pepper cluster. Okay, let's target that. Confirm the slew. Here we come. Yeah, I don't know what happened last night, just now when we went down to Sagittarius. Obviously, when we added it in, it's nice. There we go, M37. Right, a little bit, because I think there was a satellite heading our way, wasn't there? Again, loads of asteroids around. What are we on? We're on 164, so we'll stabilize that. Stabilize my aging scope. And then we'll move it across a bit. Perfect. Yeah. 5 seconds. It's a cluster. There we go. Let's pull down the FWHM filter for something more reasonable. That's not really more reasonable, I think. Let's go down a bit further. That most probably is optimistic. Let's get the colors sorted by auto. Let's get the auto stretch going. We're in 2 already. Is there any real color to this? We'll look at the artifacts on that one. Can't see it on there. Let's go to Starry Night and sync. Lots of stars. There is an orange star there. Let's turn the color up. All the way up. You can see these colors are different. Let's pull the blue down a bit too much, didn't it? Made it green. Well, there we go. We have got some kind of orangey stars here, here, and along here, like a little line of them. Let me zoom in a bit. We can see we've got these orangey stars, and then we've got these blue stars. As well. It'd be interesting to know whether these stars, these orangey stars, are actually part of this cluster, or are behind or in front. Which I suppose if we wanted to do, we could use top caps. Oh, not on here, we wouldn't. But we could take a picture and we could get the data from Gaia and see the positions of these stars, the distance. Give it a 3-dimensional view, which we've done before on globular clusters. What's the sky make it look like? Let's have a look. Sync to the sky. They've got a picture of M37, which kind of destroys the look of it. The asteroid database is on now. So if we go to small solar system bodies, no, I'm telling you a complete lie. Display, card elements, and solar system objects, and I believe I can just turn off those. Sorry about that, don't know what that is. Use our magic. Let's do that. Let's stretch this up a little bit. We have a bit of a background issue, so we'll just whack that down a bit more. So that's 2:30. Oh, let's check the. Oh, there's no rain anywhere that I can see. No, that's all gone. Let's look at windy.com and see what the cloud's like. Ooh, 1% cloud currently. So now is actually the best time. There are less clouds around right now, according to windy.com. Nice cluster. Let's go out. Oh, we've got field rotation. See these lines down here? We have field rotation down here and up here. I think we're too dark. Oh, now we're too light. So we'd have to pull that out slightly. Balance it off a bit. Three minutes 30. Let's take a look. What are we in? We're in the sky, aren't we? So in fact, let's switch next back to Stellarium. Because I prefer it. It's fast. It's good. Pleiades, M45. I think M45. We'll get some nebulosity and some bright stars and lots of internal reflections. This is what the picture looks like. Oh, wow. That's something for M45, isn't it? 4 minutes 10. Let's log that.
Observation M37 created.
Let's target M45. And slew over there. M45 is over here. There we go. Look at them bright stars. Oh, that's sinking. There we go. We're right on Alcyone here. That's slightly off of where we think we are. I'm thinking put Alcyone that way a little bit. So that will put our center here. Let's put a marker where we are. There we go. And if we select that marker, we can zip back to it. So we've got the stars out here. Thinking, oh no, wrong way, sorry, my mistake. A little bit more. That puts us here. I can just shift and right mouse to get rid of that one. Oh, no, come back. So that will give us that Maya and Alcyone, and the rope is slightly out. Let's go for that, and let's go for 16 seconds. Let's observe. Because we really want to pull out this nebulosity. Oh, yeah, we've got some reflections, but first thing to do is let's do that, and let's do that, and that's ruined it. Oh my lord. Get this up here a second. Right, okay, let's do that again. Once more feeling, and let's be brave about this. And I can already see there's nebulosity here, down here, around these amount of Maya here. But we're going to let a few more frames come in before we get really brave. Another little color pick. bring the blue down a little bit. Bring the blacks up a little bit more. Let's just stretch them mids. Stretch, stretch. Look. Nebulosity, nebulosity, and nebulosity. In fact, there's nebulosity everywhere in the Pleiades. Let's have a look at Starry Night. Hey, Starry Night doesn't disappoint with its pictures. Very good. And the sky, sync with that. Yeah, there we go. A nice picture. Starry Night, Stellarium. What does DSS look like? Oh, let's look at Starry Night again. Yeah, I think Starry Night's a DSS image again, but processed a little bit. Maybe not. Is there? Oh, we've got a lonely little asteroid wandering through. Oh, that's another one over there. They're everywhere. But there you go. So what are we on? Histogram, WHM is fine. What was our enhancements on this? If I do Viner. Yeah. Well, so I bring Viner down a bit. Is that better than off? No, I think I'll keep that a second. Got these wicked internal reflections here and here. Nice. Go back to the histogram, do a little bit of a color jink. Oh, of course it whacked the blue up, didn't it? I said to do it auto and it did it for me, but gone green. I think we'll try and make it at least an attempt at blue. Black level. And mid-level. Too much. Only 3 minutes 28 though. There's a OneWeb flying by. Go UK. Go UK. Sorry. So the last thing I knew OneWeb was UK. I might be wrong now. Who knows who owns it? Why is there a kind of a green line up here? I've got a kind of a gradient. Oh, beats me. Noise ain't coming down, is it? Not that much anyway, it's to fit the width on it. You can definitely see a nebulosity though, which is good. Oh, it just gives up. It gets too. This is the sky. It was in the wrong mode, it was in equatorial mode. 5 minutes, 36 seconds then. Go back to the Stellarium. See, I like Starry Night. How pretty it's not maintained. I mean, there's support. There's a great guy there who does his best, I think, but nothing ever gets changed on it. But luckily, the bugs that are in it don't really affect me. I've never, I mean, there are a few little quirks, but it's a bit strange. Oh yeah, I got, I created a new hyperleader catalog for it as well. There you go. You can create your own catalogs. That's down to magnitude 18. I think that's like 919,000 objects. It's really neat. All right, so you see all these cyan. These are all the my catalog. Or when I say my catalog, they're obviously LADER catalog. But if I select other, see, and I do my information, it says, hey, I came from the Hyperleader 18 mag catalog. And this is the information I added in from the Hyperleader. I just selected it. The surface brightness and the size and what galaxy type it is and position angle, its radial velocity, things like that. I think there are problems. I think things like add log entry and things like that don't work. Oh, actually, this one doesn't work too badly, actually. I think in some cases it doesn't. I don't know why, but it doesn't. Let's delete the entry. But there you go. That's Hyperleader. And you can add your own huge. You can add up to, in each of the custom databases, you can add up to 1 million objects. And currently I've had 2 custom databases I put in there, both with 1 million objects in them. So 2 million objects, and it handles it, without any problem whatsoever. So I just find it a real shame. I just wish it had carried on developing it, because if they got rid of a couple of bugs, and maybe more than a couple, and they developed a few more little bells and whistles, which it does so good anyway, then I think Starry Night would have been good. But for now, I stick to my trusty Stellarium, and sometimes the Sky. The Sky, like I said, very good with the asteroids. They're usually very good positionally, but there again, most of them are. What's good about this? Oh, double stars are quite good. It does the same as Sky Chart in that it shows it draws lines between the components and things like that. And this has obviously got certain features which are nice, and certain features which are eclipsed by others, but that's the way it is. Each one has their own good bits and bad-ish bits, but you can't knock it. Right, let's use one to give it a slightly more obvious look. We've gone for 8 minutes 48 on this. It needs to go longer, but you can definitely see now the lines, just as it is in here, these lines of nebulosity. There's a bit of a darker patch there between these stars. There's a color difference there as well. You can see these stars here. A little hole there, yeah. Some lines here, is there? No, not yet. Kind of. This patch here is this patch here. See it trailing off towards these 2 stars. Excellent. Let's log it.
Observation M45 created.
Nice. OneWeb. We're everywhere. Is that a Starlink coming through? Oh, Mr. Musk, hold on. He went straight through, didn't he? Hold on, let's see. Let's see if we caught that Starlink. It would be on this exposure. Oh, great, we've got an unstat button here, but we've already saved it anyway, but let's see. No. Yeah, that's a lot of telecommunication satellites. Wow. A bit depressing. Let's turn them off. Okay, where's Orion? Okay. I think what we'll do as we say on that note, hope you enjoyed our little romp around the sky, and we'll maybe do it again one day in the near future. But that was good. I enjoyed that, just having a little tour around some of the nice little objects in the sky. So thank you very much for watching, and clear skies to you.